Have you ever pondered the weight of spiritual responsibility and the consequences of rejecting divine authority? Today we delve into a fascinating narrative that explores these themes, the parable of the tenants. We'll explore this story through the perspectives of both Mark and Luke, examining how each of these texts presents its unique interpretation and moral lessons. This parable, shared in the books of Matthew, serves as a stark allegory about humanity's duty towards divine authority and the dire outcomes of its neglect. In Matthew's account, the story is set in a vineyard leased to tenants, a detail that underscores a temporary arrangement, emphasizing the expectation of eventual accountability. The vineyard owner sends servants and later his son, expecting fruit from his investment. However, the tenants, in their greed, beat, kill, and stone the messengers. The climax is poignant. The son, representing Jesus, is killed, a clear foreshadowing of Christ's crucifixion. Matthew concludes with a stern warning of the vineyard being taken away and given to those who will fulfill its purpose. Mark's rendition shares a similar structure but focuses intensely on the repeated rejections faced by the owner's emissaries. It highlights the tenants' refusal to pay the due rent, illustrating a blatant disregard for their duty. When the son arrives, his fate mirrors that of the servants, underscoring the tenants' complete disrespect for authority. Mark amplifies the theme of judgment, indicating that those who reject the son will face severe consequences. Luke's narrative adds another layer by including the reaction of the chief priests and scribes who perceive the parable as a critique against them. They recognize the implications yet choose to plot against the storyteller Jesus instead of repenting. This version emphasizes the blindness and hypocrisy of religious leaders who fail to acknowledge their spiritual responsibilities. Each gospel, while echoing the central theme of divine authority and human responsibility, tailors its message to its audience, stressing different aspects of the narrative. Matthew, emphasizing prophetic fulfillment and divine judgment, powerfully integrates quotes to underscore these themes, such as Matthew 21:43, which speaks to the kingdom of God being taken away and given to a nation producing its fruits, and Matthew 23:15, highlighting the hypocrisy of converting others under false pretenses. Mark focuses on the outright rejection of divine messengers, illustrated by Mark 13:18, emphasizing the need for prayer that flight may be in winter. Luke, dealing with the self-awareness and subsequent denial of the religious elite, uses Luke 13:35, a lament over Jerusalem and its refusal to embrace those sent to her. The broader framework of divine orchestration and human obstinacy is enveloped by references to Romans 11:25, which speaks of a partial hardening until the full number of Gentiles has come in, and Revelations 18:10, lamenting the fallen Babylon with at her torment. John 8:47, asserting that those who belong to God hear what God says, and Zechariah 12:10, foretelling the mourning over the one they have pierced, further enrich this narrative, intertwining themes of divine judgment, rejection, and prophecy across the texts. In summary, the parable of the tenants is a profound reminder of the spiritual stewardship entrusted to humanity by God. Through the varied lenses of Matthew, Mark, and Luke, we are called to reflect on our own acceptance or rejection of divine authority. Recognizing and embracing this divine mandate is not merely a biblical instruction, but a timeless imperative that carries eternal consequences. This narrative challenges us to assess our roles as caretakers of the spiritual and moral vineyards we inhabit. Are we the tenants who nurture and grow, or do we reject and face the inevitable judgment? The choice remains with us, echoing through the ages from ancient texts to contemporary life. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the parable of the tenants. Today, we've delved deep into the spiritual teachings presented by Matthew, Mark, and Luke, each offering a unique perspective on the responsibilities and consequences faced by the tenants. We've seen how these narratives challenge us to reflect on our own spiritual stewardship and the choices we make. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What insights have you gained from this parable? How do you see these teachings applying in your own life? Please share your revelations or thoughts in the comments section below. Your engagement helps us grow and continue these meaningful discussions. And if you found this video enlightening, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful explorations of spiritual narratives. We hope this exploration has provided you with valuable insights. Remember, your voice is important in this community. Like, subscribe, and comment with your thoughts and revelations. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to your engagement.